Hey, how you doing, everybody? This is Matt from the Matt Night Show, and Happy New Year. Welcome to 2026. As we enter the new year, it really kind of made me think, what's the most important thing that's going to happen politically in 2026? And I think as of right now, it's really the midterm elections here in 2026, where be a lot of seats in the House, obviously available, as well as the Senate. Um, let's really see what different people are saying. We'll start with Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson. What has he said about the 2026 midterm election? So let's run a clip.
The president is on the ballot in 2026. President Trump is on the ballot next fall. Because if we lose the majority, if the Republicans, the common sense people here who are doing the job for the American people, if we lose the majority in the House and this radical element of the Democratic Party were able to take over, we've already seen that movie. They will try to end the Trump administration. He won't have 4 years, he'll have only 2, because they will move to impeach him probably on the first day of the new Congress in January 2027. And they will try to systematically unwind all the important reforms that we've done for the American people, to lower costs, to have a better quality of living, on health care, to increase access and quality of care. We are the party that is doing that, and the president needs 4 years to complete his agenda, not just 2. So he is in a very real sense on the ballot. He's fiercely committed to us winning. He is going to help. He's offered to do rallies and the teletown halls and all the things. He's sent out a huge round of endorsements of incumbents, Republican incumbents, just over the last few days. He is very much engaged, very dialed in, and he understands the stakes. President Trump is on the ballot in 2026, and we're looking forward to that contest.
Pretty much, hey, President Trump, if you want to continue your agenda, you better help us win in 2026. But based on what we're saying, I think Trump is too short-sighted and too selfish to even think like that, right? So I think he kind of knows that he's on he's on the ballot too, but I think he's just too selfish and short-sighted. You already see him kind of like hurting his own Republican candidates, even when some of them lost a few weeks back. He pretty much said, "Hey, I wasn't on the ballot," right? So I think, in my opinion, I think Speaker of the House is right, but I think Trump is sometimes just too short-sighted to see it. So, but I will say this, in terms of messaging, I do think he is trying to win over the American people. So let's see what Fox News had to say about Trump in the midterms and what he's doing for the country. So let's run the clip.
Allen. The president crediting his tariffs while also highlighting the data, saying on Truth Social, tariffs are creating great wealth and unprecedented national security for the USA. Trade deficit has been cut by 60%, totally unheard of. 4.3% GDP and going way up. No inflation. We are respected as a country again. All of this has Republicans feeling bullish that they can gain the upper hand on affordability. Democrats.
Now, I don't know if all that's true, right? Sometimes with Fox, especially when it comes to Trump, you got to kind of fact check them. But the one thing you can't see, Trump is trying to defend his legacy, whatever. And you see him doing it on Fox News all the time. Now, do I think he's doing it to help the Republicans in the midterms? No. I think he's just doing it for his own selfish reasons. But it still will have a huge impact on what happens in the 2026 midterms. Now, people always say the Democrats are kind of not showing up, not fighting back. But one that always has fought back is Gavin Newsom. So let's see what Gavin Newsom is talking about and saying about the 2026 midterms. Let's run the clip.
Election, we lost both the House and the Senate. We lost our sense. I think we lost our mojo. We lost our confidence, and we've been on our heels. We've got a guy who knows how to communicate. Terrible order. He's dull beyond words, but he's a great communicator, Trump. He's flooding the zone. There's an asymmetry as it relates to the way he's able to communicate, and we haven't been able to respond. But again, November 4th, I really believe is a moment, a profound and consequential moment that's going to give us momentum into 2026. And look what happens. In November 2026, Donald Trump's presidency de facto ends. He'll still be the president of the United States, fire and fury, signifying a lot less. But when we take back that House, when Speaker Jeffries is sworn in, we'll finally have a co-equal branch of government, not a supine Congress and a supine Supreme Court.
Yeah, the only thing left to say is we will see. Obviously we will see, in October 2026 and November 2026 when it gets closer and closer and closer. And obviously leading up to that, there are going to be a lot of conversations, a lot of debates, a lot of attention given to this issue, these 2026 midterms, right? So, just make sure you pay attention, because I think it's probably going to be the most defining aspect of the year politically and could have dire consequences for the future of America, over the next 5 or 10 years. So make sure you share, like, and subscribe if you really, really, really enjoyed this video. Like I said, once again, have a happy new year. Take care, everybody.